In this video, we are going to learn about product development process. So we have discussed about the product characteristics. So the next one is aesthetic aspects. Aesthetic aspect is mainly concerned with molding the final shape around the basic skeleton. This molding of shape may be severely limited in scope and finally emerges, which is termed as junctional shape. A study of the gradual reversal in shape of these objects in the past few decades convinces us that there has been an increasing portrayal of aesthetics in the design, which means the change in the design process. In cases, aesthetics is the governing factor in design and completely dominates it. This is especially true for many customer goods or patient goods. So here we have the product characteristics, the industrial design, aesthetics, function, consumer products, and the mechanical designer. Some aesthetic design recommendations: use of special materials either for the parts of the housing or as additional decorations. Use of color, either natural color of the material or color catered by paints, platings, spraying, or even flaming. Texture supplements color either by appropriate treatment of the given surfaces or coding. Some aesthetic design recommendations: shape denoted by outer contours and similarity to familiar objects. Scaling the product either to a blown up size or to a small size modeling is also an important recommendation. Packaging, especially for small items, novelty and enticement of packaging are often conveyed in the mind of the customer. Price to the customer is also important product characteristics. The product cost ordains its selling price and scope for its market attractiveness. This does not infer that price is the sole determinant of which buyers find alluring about a product. Cheaper but inferior quality products tend to fall by the wayside. The price does not determine profitability, however, and it is in this context that product cost is important. Product cost is a function of both fixed cost, such as tooling, and capital equipment cost, and variable cost, such as material and labor cost. So here again we have the product characteristics graph. So in the x-axis we have revenue, sales, net contribution profit, research, design and development, which includes the prototype. Tooling and product is also important. Production is also mentioned in the graph. Sequential product development. In the traditional development environment, each of the four logical groups occurs sequentially. Research precedes the development of the new product concept. Then, concepts are developed by the research and development department through an iterative process until an agreed upon concept is found. Then, a formal description of the concept is sent to the engineering department or the design department, where a sequence of design work, review, and rework of design takes place as the concept is being developed. When the design is completely finalized, it is released to manufacturing to define the manufacturing processes. So here we have the block diagram for sequential product development. The first one is a market analysis or the R&D. R&D is nothing but research and development, which is given to the design department, which is then given to the process plan, where the processes will be planned. Then it is given to the manufacturing department. So from the process planning and the manufacturing department, series of engineering changes will be there. Based on the engineering changes and the challenges, we modify the design, and it is like a closed loop system where we again modify the design plan, we manufacture, and finally we give it to the users. So users, we approach them through market analysis and R&D. An important step that is included in the manufacturing work is to determine which concepts will be made and which will be purchased. When the manufacturing department finishes its study and a make-buy decision is reached, other departments, such as those responsible for production planning and procuring materials, can start to act. Finally, materials must be ordered, necessary production equipment installed, workers trained, and the product produced and shipped. The division of labor among distinct and separate departments prescribes this sequential nature of the steps. So I hope you would have learned about sequential product development in this video. See you in the next video. Until then, it's bye bye from Radhika.